Hello, can you hear me? Welcome to Aviva Studios. Can you hear me? The stream has begun. Can you hear me? Oh. You see the words, right? Wait, are the words too small? You've seen a dragon? Where? Mr. Jonathan? I'm researching dragons from Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I can like do an interesting dragon. Right. So those ones are slightly different from the regular Chinese dragon, but like they're a lot clearer in this image. So you leaving? The screen is freezing. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. So there's literally 2 people in the stream right now. Well, you gotta take what you can get. You gotta take what you can get. Do you have any questions for me? Nothing too personal. How is it out there? What do you mean? Oh, Canada. Yes, you are the best for being the first. First on a live stream by Viva Studios. My screenplay? You mean the one about the angel? I draw animals and people. I draw people. I remember being a kid, and drawing people was really hard for me. But now I got really good at drawing people. I'm gonna show you later. No, I don't watch Bob's Burgers. I saw like pieces of it on TV, um, like once or twice. It didn't interest me, and I heard that there was a Bob's Burgers musical, which is interesting. Have you heard about that? The Bob's Burgers musical, yeah. That first song was alright. I actually heard the first song. It was a cheesy like opener, but it was like fine. Chinese dragons are very interesting. I don't know. Do they look this way? Because I've seen like those Chinese um, kites that look like dragons, and they fly them in the air. Like it's a really great design for a kite. Like, what do you think came first, the dragon or the kite? Right, but those Chinese kites are really cool. Oh, that's right. I didn't tell you about the screenplay. I'm sorry. So okay, the screenplay I'm doing about an angel. I mean, no, about a man. It's about a man called Nathan, right? Who's a criminal, right? And he dies and he goes to hell, right? And I did like the first scene. The first scene was scrappily written. I wrote basically that a series of crimes that he commits, and then at the end he gets shot and he dies and he wakes up in hell. Right, that was the beginning of the screenplay. I just drew the back legs of the dragon. Because, like, yes, they do have back legs. And just this long snake body. Which is very unique. I think the Philippines has a similar dragon. And, you know, Raya the Last Dragon? They based the dragon off of Philippine dragons. Right. So then, after he wakes up in hell, he meets these two demons. And then I wrote that they lead him to, like, a castle, like a palace, where Prince Stolas is. Right, I'm not sure. Do I want to have Prince Stolas in there? Like, he's from the Osgawisha. I was thinking that in the middle of the movie, he meets Gabriel and the other angels, right? But I'm not sure why. I just thought of it. Right, so he meets them in the middle of the movie after spending some time in hell. But, like, it's not very well thought out. I just had some really cool angel designs, and I wanted to show them off, I guess, right? So, he is an angel. I don't think it's Gabriel. Maybe it is. Haven't decided. Right, so it's a seraphim with 6 wings. I gave him a tail. I was going to do the same thing. I was going to show, like a flashback, yeah, where God explains, like, oh, this is the reason why the demons are in hell. Right? And I came up with this idea that demons are the teachers of hell, right? And that God, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this, but the idea I had was that God gave the demons a task, but most of them didn't like it. Their task was to teach humans, human sinners, human souls to be better, right? But the angels, I mean, the demons, thought they were like superior to them, and they thought that the job was beneath them, so most of them don't do it. Most of them don't try to help the souls be better, right? But that was like the job they were supposed to do. But instead, they just torture humans. That was the thought I had. Oh, there's 4 people in? Is that 4 people were there? But only 2 people commenting? Yeah, I have no idea what an archangel is, but I think it's important. He's also a messenger. I mean, they're all messengers because that's what the word angel means. But Gabriel is the one that sends messages in the Bible, like, so. I'm glad the stream worked. I'm okay with it. Yeah, this Chinese dragon didn't turn out so right. I really like those tendrils in the mouths. Maybe just change the direction of that. What's a watcher? What's a watcher? Thank you. Have to leave for a bit? Big box. Hello? I researched European dragons, and it said that they're based on the ancient Greek typhon, right, which has the bat wings, right? Right, so the Chinese dragon, no bat wings. European dragon, bat wings. Hello. Welcome to Aviva Studios. You want to see the first dragon I did? Yeah, so this is the first dragon I did. Yeah, the Chinese dragon doesn't look too good, but... It'd make a decent book. So yeah, the difference between the Chinese dragon is that the Chinese dragon doesn't have wings, doesn't have bat wings, and it's based off a snake, and the European dragon has wings, and it's based off a lizard, right? And then there's another kind of dragon that's actually, it's called a wyvern, right? And it's a dragon whose arms are attached to its wings. You want me to draw that? Have you heard of a wyvern before? That's how you spell it. The reason why I want to make a movie is because it's, I mean, I can't really think of the visuals that hard because I'm not that creative, but it's supposed to be a very visually interesting thing, you know, because he goes to hell, and I had this idea that it would be like a very abstract, colorful kind of vibe, right, like very spiritual looking, but I haven't figured out what that looks like. That's why I wanted it to be a movie. But if it's a book, then it kind of just be a conversation between a guy and a demon without the visuals. Right, and then a conversation between a guy and angels without the look. Which isn't bad. A Song of Ice and Fire. I tried reading the first book in that series. It was so dark. And the only character I cared about was Daenerys. Right. But like her story was so sad, I could barely read it. So it's like the only character I cared about, like, she was like fine, but it was so sad I didn't want to read it anymore. But the writing was okay. What do you mean hard to shoot? Yeah, she was like 14 when she was raped by that barbarian. It was like very dark. And in the TV show, she's like 18, like she's much older. 18, maybe 20, like. The only reason I read it is because, like, I'm hearing the name A Song of Ice and Fire, and it's popular, and I want to try it out. Hello, Keto. I'm drawing a European dragon. The first dragon I drew was a Chinese dragon, which didn't turn out so well. This is a Chinese dragon, and this is a regular European dragon. The difference between a Chinese dragon and a Welsh dragon, or European dragon, is that the Chinese dragon is based off a snake, and the European dragon is based off a lizard. Yeah, it's very hard to make a live action change like that. In my mind, it was animated, right? It was gonna be like an animated, very artistic thing, right? If it's live action, you can do live action, but it would take a lot of effort. The props would have to be really good. I can't stand live action films that are just chuck full of CGI. Like, do something practical. Do something practical. You know, like work. That's why a lot of people respected the Barbie movie because it was all practical. Everything was real. Yeah, you know how the new live action Barbie movie, they built all that stuff. Nothing was CGI, or at least most of it wasn't. Did you know that? So I do respect that, even though I have no interest in seeing the live action Barbie. So if this was live action, I would want to have like hell, like of course be a set, the practical stuff in it, very little CG, right? and do something interesting with curtains, with lighting, I don't know, paper mache, to make a landscape. I don't know, like what did they use to make interesting props? There's what I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I'm just gonna stream and for some time. Here's the second wing. Oh, I watched Superman yesterday. It was a decent film. Yeah, you should see it if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, Superman was written alright. The problem with the movie, honestly, there wasn't like a super major problem with the movie, other than it's too short. Like we need more time. So yeah, you should go see it. Right? Because if the worst thing I can say about a movie is that it wasn't long enough, then it's a good movie. Fine. Oh my god, I put it on the wrong layer. Eh. Hello, Godzilla. Okay, so there's like 3 of you here, or 4, but not everyone is talking. I'm gonna show you some of my characters. This is Gus, full name Augustus. Do you have any questions? This is a character I've been working on for a long time. I'm still not entirely sure what the plot of this novel is going to be. So I thought of this novel called The Spark, and I've been working on it for a while. No, I'm not a fan of Godzilla, but I'm kind of curious about it. Like, maybe I'll see one of the movies. Actually, no, I'm not curious about it. Like, I'm curious about it in the sense that, like, why is this popular? Like, what's about it? I know it's Godzilla is a metaphor for nuclear war, right? Like this huge unstoppable force, right, that you can't do anything about. Like, that's interesting. Um, so, well, I started drawing when I was 9, right? It's just that's what kids do. And then I remember watching like a TV show that came on that like had like basic that basically had like cartoon drawings. Uh, it told you how to do cartoons, but not like really, because it was too simplistic. Like it didn't get into the nitty gritty. But that show did help a bit. Um, then after that, I watched this channel. But like again, I don't really learn from people most of the time. Like I've watched drawing videos, but most of what I do is self-taught. Right? It's mostly just looking and like, okay, how can I get better at this? But I have watched some videos about drawing certain things. And if you're stuck on something, you should. If you're stuck on, you just look at references and pictures. Okay, and then this is his sister, which she doesn't look as good as he does. This is his sister Emma. I gotta redo this. Right. I might watch that. -1. Okay, here's Ryan. Here's Mike. Definitely need to redraw this. Doesn't, yeah. Like, the curly hair was hard to do. Right, curly hair is so hard. I want to give him curly hair, though. I really want to give him curly hair. And I think this should be a lighter shade of green. Yeah, definitely a lighter shade. Not that many. There are definitely way more creative people than me, and I envy. I'm very slow, and it takes me a while to come up with something really important for my stories. I'm very slow, and in order for me to get this novel done, I really need help, but I can't find help. Like I've only thought of like a piece of this plot, and even that, I'm not sure if I want to keep it the same. I'm not sure if I want to keep that the same. That, more brighter. Some expressions. I actually did all of these drawings in a physical book, in a giant art book, and then I thought, okay, how about I have right that never goes unclean, right? Because the physical version will be unclean, like it'll get dusty, it'll get smudged, but this won't. That'd be really great if you could help me. Can we talk on Reddit? Oh, no, not Reddit, my Discord. Right, but I can give you the Discord link on Reddit. But I like Discord better. And now here's Zach. Right, so Mike and Zach are Ryan's friends, right? It took me a while to figure out how to do a black person. Right, like how to get the skin right. And I'm still not sure if I got the skin right. Right, does it look right? in your opinion? Does the skin look right? Then I only did 2 expressions for him. I might do more later. Then I might try putting him in a different angle. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so Gus, Mike, Zach, Emma, yeah, they all live in a world where, was it like 30% of the population has powers, right? And they have powers too, right? So Gus has powers. He has the power to control electricity, right? And Ryan has the power to control the weather, right? So he changes temperature. And Mike has the power to control sunlight, right? And Zach can control force fields, right? So I think it's electromagnetism. Gus's sister doesn't have powers. I was thinking maybe she's slightly jealous of Gus. Or maybe she isn't jealous of him because having powers, it kind of just puts it puts a target on your back to have powers, right? Like everyone is skeptical of you, and there's like social drain. So maybe she isn't jealous. Right, but controlling electricity is like one of the most dangerous powers. Yeah. So I thought of like pieces of the story, but not like the bulk of it. Right, like the middle of the story. Right, like I have like a piece of the beginning. Here's what I had. So Gus starts the story off like as 13, right? And Zach and Mike are like 15, and I think he like does something to them, and then they become his worst enemies, right? And they start bullying him for like some time, right? And then Ryan steps in and stops them, right? And Ryan and Gus become best friends, right? They're like an unlikely pair, right? They're very different people. Ryan is like this loud guy who always has his mind. He's very brave, not intimidated, very tough guy, right? And Gus is like the quiet one who sits at the back of the class and thinks about life, right? So an unlikely pairing, and they become best friends. And then, oh yeah, and then one day Gus's cousin Grace, who is also a shifter, which means she has powers. She is arrested and because of something she does, and that like devastates him because he doesn't think that she deserved to be arrested. And then she escapes prison, and then Gus and Ryan have to like fight her and a bunch of other shifters who are like causing trouble in the city. Right. So I had like a plan, but I had no idea what that plan should look like, and I'm very bad at writing descriptions. Very bad at writing descriptions. So, like, the middle of the book is Ryan and Gus being friends, fighting shifters in the city, helping each other out. And I can't think of much else. And I don't even know how to write that. So I feel very stuck. Sounds like it'd make a good show, huh? A good cartoon. It plays like a movie in my head. I don't imagine a show. I imagine a movie. Right. The plot isn't like super detailed for a show. Detailed enough for a show. Yeah, I actually tried to do this outline, and I did not like it. Like, I think I did like two, like, plot sheets. Two different plot sheets that were slightly different, and I don't think they're gonna work. But, like, there's, like, elements from those plot sheets that I'm gonna keep. But I need another one. There's this song that I really wanted to post on my channel, but I wasn't anywhere close to finishing it, and it's just not satisfying if it's not finished. But I can sing like the part that I thought of. You want me to sing it? It's called... Wait, what's it called? I forgot the name, I don't... But like, it's alright. Song, so far. writing a book is definitely easier than making animation. And I failed at both. Okay, here's the song. I have to open a Word document because I want to make sure I don't get the words wrong. So. La la. You got that right? You've been feeling stressed out lately. You got your work cut out for you. You don't have the right to be lazy. And beggars don't get to choose their occupation or how much they have to lose. But maybe I could get you upward, take your burdens and shake them loose. We'll take that dark cloud over your head, replace it with a rainbow. I'll take your coat while you go on ahead. Now please enjoy the light show. 'Cause I swear we light up like aurora borealis. Like aurora borealis. Aurora borealis is the northern lights. Did you hear that? I also want to change some of those lyrics. But that first verse is okay. And then there has to be something that's leading into the chorus. And 'cause we light up like a aurora borealis. But like, yeah, we can talk about the plot on Reddit, right? And Discord. The Indian Naga is similar to the Chinese dragon. Actually, not that much. It doesn't have arms. So the difference between the Naga and the Chinese dragon is that this one doesn't have arms. It doesn't have limbs. Right? And it's got this like big old horn on its head. So this is what Raya and the Lost Dragon was based after. The Naga. That's okay. It's not a good movie. Honestly, the last Pixar movie that was good was Coco. But I don't know. Maybe you might be into Encanto. Um, I was not into Encanto. I thought the plot was boring. But uh, you can watch Encanto on Disney Plus, right? Like I honestly think that Pixar has not been good since Coco. Right? That was their last good movie. And everything else is like fine or bad. Oh, exactly. I didn't watch that one. I wasn't very curious about it. I thought the first Inside Out movie was like fine. Like it's a good movie, I guess. Um, and if you're gonna do a sequel for a Pixar movie, it makes sense to do it on Inside Out. But at the same time, I'm just not interested in the sequel. Right? Like it seems like more of the same. And but now she has anxiety, which is only slightly interesting. Uh, but the design for anxiety was really good. I like the I like that she's all like misshapen, like and stretched, because like that's anxiety. You know, it doesn't look perfect. Right? She's the oddest looking one. What's a dragon year? You mean the green thing? The green Pokemon? Some side characters. This is Brianna. This is Jenny. And this is Dez. Yeah, I didn't color them in yet. This is Aviva Studios. Welcome. This is a dragon. A European dragon. Yeah, a fair amount. There's at least 10. So I got Gus, Ryan, Emma, Mike, Zach, Seth. Oh yeah, Seth. Here's Seth. And then of course there's the parents of the characters. Which, yes, they are actually characters too. And there's going to be material for them as well. But like not all the parents, just like some parents. So Gus's parents, of course, are going to get some attention. Ryan's mom is going to be there. I've done a little bit of world building, but not that much, right? So it's easy for me to think of characters. Putting a world in my head is so hard. So this is the furthest I got with world building. So I'm thinking, in a world where people have powers, the magic is going to influence their culture, right? So I'm thinking, they believe in gods and demons, right? They believe in spirits and demons, and they believe that the spirits gave them magic, right? And they worship them, or some of them worship them, some of them like hate them, right? There's like dividing opinions because there's no scripture, right? It's just pagan beliefs about spirits. I have this idea that there's like some inventions that they don't need because of the magic, right? So there's no need for air conditioning because the sky shifters make the weather pleasant most of the time. So that was a piece of world building I did. But it's very hard for me to think of like all the ways that magic will influence them. Very hard. I guess I just gotta like wing it, right? Like just as I'm writing the story, think of ways that magic can help them in that scene, and that will be the world building. My mouse is going out? What do you mean? Oh, my mouse isn't going out. I took out my... Because this stupid computer only fits one thing at a time. So I either have my USB or my drawing pad. So, yeah. My mouse is fine. It's a decent computer. You gotta take what you can get. Oh no, it's not erroring. No. Thank you for liking the stream. Okay, so that's 3 dragons. Chinese dragon, European dragon. I actually don't want to draw more dragons right now. I'm gonna end the stream either in 5 minutes or 6:30. Any more questions? I don't want to draw any more dragons. Next stream will be more interesting. Oh, seriously? No, I'm not Asian. What made you think I was Asian? I mean, of course you wouldn't mean to slant rhyme. You invented dragons? Did you invent dragons? Or are they just regular dragons? Okay, so it's almost 6:30 for me, and I think I'm going to end the stream then. Do you have anything else to say? Thank you for liking my video and showing up. Hopefully I can increase the audience next time. So that was me drawing the Chinese dragon, the Western dragon. Hope you liked it. Goodbye. I guess that's the end of the stream. Thank you. Thank you for showing up.